We got Turris back, Bobby Ryan back. They're both playing today. And we got Stone out and Anderson out, both lower body.
What happened to Craig?
Craig, at the end of the last game, after the game, not long after the game, a little something that didn't seem very big at the moment, and so now we're checking up on it. So we'll find out today or tomorrow.
Is it day to day at this point for him?
I don't know what to tell you. And Stone is week to week.
I guess the way you might come into the so it must give you confidence that it has to be a couple of days, a couple of weeks without Craig.
We've done it all year, so I think that Condo's has played great for us, and he's had a lot of character, a lot of bounce back, a lot of games that he showed they can certainly hold a fort. And his last game against Arizona, he did well. We won. The last time we played Tampa, we were on a back-to-back, and the poor guy had to deal with us having no juice in the second and third period. And so hopefully we're able to give him a bit more energy today in all three periods.
How did you decide to put Ryan with Burrows and Broussard?
The reality is right now planning to try Smitty and Turris, because that goes well, and Smitty can take face-offs on the left side, Turris can take face-offs on the right side, and Burrows and Brass have done well together. And now I'm looking to see which is a better, Zingle there or Ryan there. Just probably maybe flip-flopping just to see what looks better. Keep my other two lines together.
Burrow, he's going to be out for, sorry, you said this already.
No, Burrow, I didn't say it. No, I didn't say it. Burrow still lower body, still not ready. So hoping that it gets better by the day, but right now it's probably staying at the same level as it was before. So, I mean, Clayson's played good for us, so he's helped with his contributions physically, but also offense. So, in that respect, we're lucky that a guy comes in and is able to contribute that well.
Last time you played Tampa, Kucherov scored 3 goals from outside of exactly the same spot.
Yeah.
Any adjustments to deal with that, or just tell your guys not to?
No, we decided we're just going to let him have his one-timer from there. It's no, he's not just against us. I mean, if you look at every team they play against, the minute he gets space inside those dots, he's lethal. It's a wrister, a slapper, you name it. So he's one of the top players in this league, and he's a star, and that's how we have to consider him, just like Ovechkin and those guys. So obviously we're aware that once he's on that side, well, everywhere he's a threat, but once he's got that comfort zone, a bit like Ovechkin and Stamkos and those guys, he's got great accuracy and great quickness, and we know that they're looking to give it to him, so we're aware of that. But we also know that they got a lot of other good players to watch out for, so the best is just to stay out of the box.
You've been able to continue this winning streak by flip-flopping guys in due to injury and mix. How have you been able to keep a consistent group throughout this run here?
My philosophy has always been the same for the number of years I've coached, and the same this year. For me, consistency is not about my lines. It's not about my pairings. If your pairings are great, fine, keep them. But for me, every player has to be able to play at every position, as a forward, center wing, and right wing or left wing. And there is no more corridor hockey anymore. It's a guy slash across, and the first guy there is the first guy there, the first guy back is the first guy back. So for me, in terms of guys playing together, I've tried all kinds of things, and the minute I see something is stale in a game, I'll change it, and I won't wait. The consistency is that everybody's on the same page in how we play. So the moving parts, even on the power play now, we got different moving parts. I believe in interchangeables. So if I put a guy there like Stahlberg on the power play, well, he doesn't need to be somebody else or do somebody else than the guy that was doing it before. He just needs to be consistent at what that guy was doing. It's the same thing 5-on-5. I think if you look at our back check, our neutral zone, our forward check, it hasn't changed. It's just we got better at it, and the players understand it better. So the consistency really comes from being on the same page of what we do. And the players have been great at it, and we've acquired a mentality of basically whoever is missing, we're replacing them, and we're doing the job, and that's why we are where we are right now. You lose some assets, but you gain other ones when somebody else is playing. They might not do exactly what the other player was doing, but they're bringing what they bring, and that's what I want to do with the players. Bring your strengths. What do you bring great? Be an expert at it, and the rest, somebody else will be an expert at it.
Is there any correlation to the fact of new players arriving in Burroughs and Stallberg to the 6-game winning streak, or is it just a...
Well, we've had streaks before. We've done well before. We were almost in the same spot before. And so, you know, I think the strength of this group is, like I said, is wanting to be on the same page, and the fact that the guys are on the same page. When we play well, we're hard to get through defensively. And I didn't like the 2 games in Arizona and Dallas. They're part of the winning streak, but for me, we were loose, and we corrected that for the game after, and we shaved off 24 shots. And that's not because the guys that we had on the ice had more skill than the guys that were out, obviously. You know, we had some terrific players that were out. But to play defensively is being dedicated and playing hard and paying the price. Our guys have all done that. So in that respect, you know, it's the same for everybody. So whether you're skilled or not, you're able to defend well. Offensively, I think we've gotten better, and that's where those guys come in. We've gotten better at the grinding game and at the hard offense inside those dots and in front of the opponent's goaltender. So for us, we went from an average of maybe 60% of the shots that we were screening the opponent's goaltender, and now right now we're above 80% every game. And yeah, there's a part of it, it's because those guys are in here because that's what we wanted. We got those guys because that's what they bring. Burroughs brings that with the better players. Stallberg brings that. Wingels brings that. And, you know, you see Kelly now is clicking with that line. And he looks like he's got his young legs again. So that, you know, all that, these things coupled together, they give us, you know, part of what we were missing in terms of the hard offense. But our defensive game hasn't changed. So right now we're comfortable having depth, that's for sure, like quality depth. And Stallberg plays power play, PK, can play against the top lines with his speed and the way he defends. And Wingels is outstanding at paying the price, blocking shots and screening, and Burrow is the same. And all three are good at hanging on to the puck under pressure, which we needed to improve. So yeah, those guys coming in, coupled with the fact that some guys were missing, we would have been in trouble. Let's not kid ourselves. Those guys missing, without the new guys coming in, it would have been tough. It would have been. It was tough all year, but at some point, you know, you stretch the elastic, it's gonna pop. And I think those guys were able to come in and make a gigantic difference in terms of having real solid NHL bodies that have experience. I don't know if that answers your question. I got lost in my answer.
Greg, first on this is something that's been reoccurring?
No. Something different, and something we thought wouldn't take long, but then got hit again, and it just got a little worse. So.
Talking good? Like at least a couple of weeks? Or?
Right now, the doctors tell me it's week to week. Basically, is don't bother me for the next week. It's not day to day. Yeah, it's just because we don't want to say it's day to day. It's not true. He's at least a week, and then from there we don't know. Is that